Okay. Have a nice sleep. Finish the rival fight. And now we have 2 or 3. Trying to get the young counter. Oops. Probably to change to the other one. Because I need to change to nighttime. Oh, actually, it should already be nighttime. Almost night. 20 minutes will be night. So yeah, I'll manipulate anyway. By the time I don't manipulate, it's already night, but anyway, let's record the movie. I don't think it's going to be relevant, but this is going to be, well, this is fine, I think. Start from power on. Ah, shit. Test save this. So it should be nighttime. Hit that. Oh, it's actually skinny. We're hoping for maybe a spin rack would be nice. Still, mine junior. Maybe there's some options, I think. Kitty's level 13. We don't have level 8 by the quick attacks. So, fake out crit can kill. Fake out crit. Oh, also kills actually. Stick to C. Not risking the crit. Also should be necessary. Right, so let's do nice. So, other fighting weakness. My topic underpass. My characters aren't named implies something you use when to get from point A to point B. Because like this strong fits the top of the text is ready for this. I'm really getting it. So let's save first. Going to give it candies just yet, not before I know that it's going to. Perfect IV defense, high HP. I mean, or at least it could probably take maybe okay. Chop. Let's rush. There's this. Okay, that could be interesting. That's pretty bad. Save this one. Actually, should export it. Yeah. HP. Let's check the HP. It's 22. 17. Ooh, Dragon 53. BP. Save this one. Import it. Boxes. Let's switch to the browser. This might be a bit loud for stream. Just So basically this is our Bidoof. It will to be about 15. It's actually water type. I didn't realize. It means I have another water type. I mean, sure. Will not get mud bomb. Will get mud shot. What's the difference? That's good. But it will, yeah, it will learn this one. It will not learn Ice Fang, probably. It will get Headbutt a 13 water gun. Okay, so it's not that great at this moment. The guy is not going to win me any battles. For example, against this team. It's level 13. Do some decent work. Especially if it then has Rosy Bargain. It's not that bad actually. It's just very slow. 15. I could probably use a Quick Claw or something. If we even use it. Okay, well. So we got Bidoof here. Which is AQ on the encounter sheet. Things need to be pre-filled. That's fine. Then we have an Orberg gate. What's the second one? Orberg gate, B1F, Orberg City. Not sure if I'm going to get this one before work. Honest, I don't know much about whole game. So probably going to figure some stuff out. I want to know where these trainers are. I want to run into them. Map or something. Um, yeah, I need some info on training sheet, but that is the same as this one, I'm guessing. Button to see where the guy is. Ask him Discord. At this point, any encounter that I don't prep for could be devastating. I don't want to lose anything. Hoping anyone can tell me something about where I can find these trainers. Maybe we have 1, 2, 4, 5. 5 on this route. 2 at the gate, 2 at the mine. And then we have the gym. These 5 should be doable. Didn't calculate yet, but the type matchups look I'm really scared for double battles. Never really properly done them, so that's going to probably be a excruciating calc. It's one of these ones, right? Or these guys. It's a gauntlet, so does this mean back to back? Yeah, I'd have to check that as well. First, let's focus on these 5. In worst case, I can always just check someone's stream. Feels kind of shitty to do. It's also information, I guess. I mean, in theory, I could make a doc as well, at least for myself, and then if it's the quality is high enough, I can share it. I don't think that can happen. Because you always have to fight them in order. Well, really the case was not the case for the clowns also. Then I have to assume that it's going to be the first one. So I just have to calc for him. Okay, so that means we can start the calc for Youngster Dallas. Youngster Dallas has 4 months. Let's see how many candies are there. Not a lot, 13. Shouldn't focus on that too much, I guess. Alright, maybe do we get some rare candies before our gym? I mean, I got them from Candyman. Okay, so there are 3 rare candies. It's a box of rare candies, that's rare candy times 2. Okay, so I can get 3 rare candies before work, which is something. Okay. Above ledge after berry 2, but okay, I'm going to get these items above ledge after Bugcatcher Sebastian, so it's not yet Western Pond. So probably I'm going to be able to get this one, but I need to calc this one first before I start exploring, assuming that this is going to be the first one that I encounter. At least that's what the Discord is saying. again. We have 13 rare candies. I'm trying to not spend one. Probably going to need all of them for work. After work, we'll have unlimited candies. So that would be okie dokie. Did any of my mons evolve? Level up. So, other than the candies, of course. So it starts with basically I send in Aaron. It's Charmander. Charmander is going to charm. The charm lose attack. Which attacks that by 2 stages. Oh, yeah. Attacks that by 2 stages. If it does that, which it probably will, it's fine. I was expecting to get hit anyway. So either it hits me now, with probably Ember. Cannot imagine it going for something else. Then I take a hit, then I would kill it immediately with Rock Throw. If I click Rock Throw either way. If it charms me instead, I will not kill with Rock Throw. But the lowest roll, I will do 14 damage, which is exactly in theory. I could do that again. Instead of 14 damage, do that again. Mark Throw will do. Then we'll do 12 damage. After the third, it doesn't even drop off that much. Well, even after the minimum roll doesn't even drop off at all. It's crazy. Only for the first 2. It really changes a lot. Okay, so if it charms me twice, that's perfect, because then I kill it without taking damage. If that does not happen, I take 1 Ember. High roll crit would be 20 damage. I would have 16 left, which is fine. At that moment, it will send out as water. Go for sure. Steel. So if it's normal on steel, super effective on rock, then I'm going to assume that it is super effective. So bad at these type matchups. Can I double check this somewhere? I saw something in the poker thing. Okay, so that's super effective. That's what I thought. Okay, so they all see a super effective move. Then we're going to calc, so then it will be water against steel rock. So it will be, if I'm mistaken, water 40 times 2, water 40 times 2, 80, so 60. Be grass. So if grass is against and super rock, not super against steel, so it's going to do normal damage. So 2 times normal, that's 80 total. Have Wishmer would be half against both. So it would be 1/4. It would be 10, 10, 20. One more. That should be the calc, right? So that means basically we just go in this order we already are in. So it will send in total dial. With my Aaron could have taken maximum roll, crit, Ember. Worst case would have 16 damage. Total, let's say, crits. Roll. None of his moves will kill, except for With Aquajet. Okay, give me 1 second. So to die. So basically crit will kill me. Unless of course so if Ember does not crit, I could stay in for another turn. Maybe chip off something. But if it does crit, if it does high roll or whatever, in range of Aquajet crit, then I'd have to switch out. So 24. Yeah, so probably any kind of crit on Ember is going to put me in that range. And I don't want to be in that range. So then, let me check what Dragon Dance did specifically. Attack and speed by 1. In this case, I mean the speed is going to be relevant for sure. Got 22. And its attack. It's torn to. Or lower than 30%. Okay. So if I put this one to 1, yes, there goes its damage. Okay. That's good to know. It's Mystic Water for extra damage. Does Charm have anything? Oh, no. This was also same as Torrent, right? Something similar to it. But this could be fine. It's probably faster than me, let's say. Does that? Well, if it's first Dragon Dances, I can get some chip off. It's not enough to put it in range. Right, 18. Not enough for a torrent to activate. No longer see. I don't want to get it down to below 33% because of torrent. Maybe I want to switch out altogether. How well does I don't think a Fluffy anymore? Yes. Kind of this too. Not much. Okay. That's off the table. Goldie. It's going to get. So we start out normal, and then we'll be the same thing. Goldie. But you. Third trick could work. Third trick could work. Even if it dragon dances. Even if it dragon dances twice, it should still be able to get it. This Mega Drain is never really in a good range. Let's say I need 14, and this has to be. No, this has to be at 14. It is outside of the range. It's good. How do we get it to 14? We need to do 26 damage. What am I talking about? 16 damage. Aaron. Cannot do 16 damage reliably. Cannot let Aaron stay in too long. Then we need a different. This works. It's good with all the rest of the team. So if Aaron could get Chip in, would be great. Two Dragon Dances will be faster than them. It's scary at some point. Then I can send in I think I need the chip from Aaron. Fluffy could be Fluffy would be the best answer, to be honest. Most riskless. Take Fluffy, put it in the back, because if it Dragon Dances too much, I have Fluffy to counter it, and it will take twice damage. Then it has to crit twice. And even then, in most cases, it will not kill. This would be really strange if this would happen. We can calc that out later. It's going to be backup. The Dragon Dance's speed tide, 2 low rolls is 14 damage. That would no longer be the case, because he would always, I mean the fake out would work, 7 damage. Check maybe the I am Dragon Dance. Skin is always nice to have. It's not part of my line yet. But we can also take some punishment if needed. Basically calc for all scenarios basically. Let's say I switch in delivered directly into Totodile. It can basically be 2 scenarios. The Dragon Dances on the switch in, or it Aqua Jets on the switch in. Jets on the switch in, and does max roll crit, which it probably will not do. And 17. If I'm on 17, it will have to crit Aquajet again. It has to high roll to Aquajet crits. If it low rolls one crit or doesn't crit at all, I am 100% not dead. So let's say I survive on 1 HP. So I get Aquajet on the switch in, and I click Gust. I get another Aquajet. I'm on 1 HP. Do the Gust. It's like 20 damage. Worst case. Do that. He would be at 33%. That would put him in range of doing the extra damage next turn. And this is if I low roll. Let's say a powder snow. 20. The problem is if he keeps aquajetting all the time, it's going to be devastating. He's going to keep chipping away my health. I cannot do another attack, but he will still stay weak. I don't think that he will keep out aquajetting. So I think 3 flags. Where's the Dragon Dance? So Dragon Dance will have a 50% chance of getting a +1. It's slower. Because of my Aaron. So we'll have 16 health like we just mentioned. Totoro gets sent in. At this point, it should have it is faster than me. There's no reason for it to Dragon Dance. That would mean it will not have a modifier. So my brain thinks it wants to Dragon Dance. But but it's not decentivized to Dragon Dance. It's also not incentivized to Dragon Dance at this moment. And if it is incented to Dragon Dance, can you make use of that? So, let's say I switch into a Delibird. It will have clicked Aquajet, which does high roll crit 21 damage, which will be 17. Aquajet. What did I calc before? It's crazy. Sometimes I really don't get what is happening. What do I do? Oh, no, this is actually what it did. Yeah, because then this means it has to crit 2 times. That was my train of thought. Yeah. Even if it low roll crits 2 times, and I get, let's say, 2 times 18, or even a 19 and an 18, that would still not be enough. This is pretty safe line. So I got Aquajet once. And now it will probably not Aquajet because I'm faster. So it gets incentivized. %50 of the time it's incentivized to do it. That's a +1. What does Aquajet say? So these are all not the case. And bite and scratch. Probably disincentivized to use bite maybe? Or because of the flinch? That's a thing. Just made it up. Okay, so it's basically 50% of the time it will do Dragon Dance. And the other 50 it will actually Aquajet. If it Aquajets, it's fine because it will not kill. It also didn't Dragon Dance. If it doesn't Dragon Dance, still Dragon Dance, I do maybe gets me to 1 HP maybe. I get it to 10, which would be not great because then he would hit his torrent. then there's no Dragon Dance. So I can switch it into third wake. Will take the hit, then he can Mega Drain. Will take 2 hits actually. He will Mega Drain himself out of that matchup. So this should be Delhi third wake. And if Totodile dies, I still have Flavius backup. Good to know. If Totodile dies, let's say Totodile dies. I have Delibird out. He's flying, so both do not see a super effective move. So that would mean we calc the damage. Let's Mega Drain, Bite, Quick Attack, Rock Smash. Right? No, what was the fourth one? Eight damage from Bite. Mega Drain, Bite, Quick Attack, Rock Smash. Brain, bite, attack, smash. So bite is 8. Roar, Sleep Talk, Water Pulse. Sleep Talk doesn't get calced, so Roar, Water Pulse. Okay, so Wishmere gets sent out. Is that the same if Turtwig is out? Should have checked for both actually. This is Uproar and Water Pulse. Uproar. Probably is right. Well, not necessarily, so these are both 5. Bite will be 6. Drain, Bite, Quick Attack, Rock Smash. Gut Drain. 8. Quick Attack. Smash. So it's Delibird into It just depends on who do you want to deal with first, basically. Okay, so we got do we really care? Say we have delivered out, and then Wishmere comes out. What does Uproar do? Okay, so this thing just doesn't want to sleep, basically. There's also sleep talk will only work when you are asleep. Wakes up if it was already asleep. So basically it can only click Uproar or Water Pulse. Um, Uproar Water Pulse. If it clicks Uproar. Okay. Makes sense. Especially if it's going to be locked into Uproar. Can I incentivize it to click Uproar? To click Uproar, yeah. It's probably not going to be there for taking other tanks. That does quite some damage actually. Skitty's probably not going to take a whole lot. So I switch it in. Uproar. I can fake out. It's annoying that it only has quick attack. I want to have a move that's a bit more powerful. It's going to do some work, but now fake out just it's not going to cut it. I can fake out. Sing doesn't help. It's just going to sleep talk its way out of it. I can fake out quick attack for 26 damage. I mean, could work potentially. Another one can take it. Take the Trico as well. Oh shit, there's beta. Where's my XP? My XP to 10. So just killing the Wishmer is not going to be enough to level it up. Yeah, it also can't really do damage. Maximum damage is bite. I roll 14. So let's say it does that 2 times. 28. Yeah, it could definitely happen. Send out. That could be a thing. So after delivered, switch to Ishmer. I swap in left disk, which takes a max roll uproar 21. And if that happens, I have to get the hell out of there. That's for sure. Good plan, is it? So even if it doesn't get crit the second time. So the second time it doesn't get crit. 10, 25, it's 35. Okay, so let's say enough disc doesn't get crit on the switch in. It can do water pulse. Gets maybe max roll crit, which would still keep me alive. Then it can water pulse. We get Love Disc should be able to kill Wishmer. If I get crit on switch in, I need a new line. Basically, can I use Goldeen? X30, 13 doesn't take a crit well. I'm going to assume it's going to click up always because water pulse is just kind of cut. Lilybad just annihilates this guy. Still have Fluffy in the back as a safety net. Fluffy should be able to take this quite well. Takes this quite well. Takes everything he throws well. There's not an option. So there's our line. Aaron kills Charmander. Switch into Totodile. Switch into Delibird. It should be able to kill Wishmer. Sorry, should be able to kill Totodile. If that happens, we get Wishmer. Send Love Disc. If it survives, if it doesn't, I use my Fluffy to counter. This line looks pretty safe, right? not using. Okay. Twig. And we're not using skin. Just doesn't take damage. Now, Fluffy has quick claw, which it doesn't need. Who's going to need the quick claw? We have. So if basically it cannot really happen. Stick. But in case of emergencies, if you trigger lenses once, it's not fast enough. Trigger lenses twice, it's too fast. Cannot risk that, I think. Give it. Give it to slow. Because we only use him in case of emergencies if Telework doesn't. Shit. So, again, arrow lead. The right numbers, 13, 13, 13, 15. Youngster Dallas. Okay, just a patch berry one. Poison. Okay, not relevant for this fight. Should be Trainer Dallas. Youngster Dallas. It's going to send out its Okay. So if a guaranteed kill on lock throw, it can either charm me, it is faster. It can either charm me or ember me. My suspicion is that it's going to charm me. That's not bad. Then I get a free of do 14 damage, and if not, it kills it. It's perfect. Should kill. Sends it totally down as expected. So now I have the option to chip it. It is not incentivized to Dragon Dance. Also, I'm not. Totodile can do quite some damage. Not enough. 58. Can do a max roll of 24 with Aquajet, which does not kill. I'm guessing it's going to use that. And not Dragon Dance because it is faster. But there's all. I think there's a 50% chance that it will go to. What was it again? Effectiveness of the move is not quite effective, is it? It's only double effective. Oh, so that's the other one. It's water. Aquajet. I mean, Dragon Dance is it's not quite effective. I mean, does Dragon? No, it's not. So it is not incentivized to use it. It's also not decentivized to use it. And I think that's the case. So I think it's a 50% chance that the Dragon dances. If it does Dragon Dance, it gets +1 attack, +1 speed, but it does take I mean, I'm not going to risk my line actually. There's no reason. My line is pretty good. I can also use my Aaron later in the fight. Actually, if I get it not Aaron, I might switch up what it will send out next. It might hurt me in the end. I'm going to stick to the plan. I send in Deliberate. Deliberate takes an Aquajet. Most likely. Deliberate takes an Aquajet. If it doesn't crit, we're good. If a Dragon dances, also fine. Yeah. Yes. Expect. Record yet? Does dragon. 50% chance. So it was expected. So now it has +1 attack, +1 speed. Deliberate still outspeed. Highest damage move is Gust. Gust can deal anywhere from 20. And if Gust crits, it will be KO. Problem if I do not do enough damage. If I do not kill it, but I do enough damage for it to go into Torrent. Because I go first, I'll get Torrent on his attack, which is not what I want. So can I do Outer Snow now? Only if it crits. Mission. To take the risk. One time I do not want to get to it. So then next turn I can kill it. Otherwise, it's just I'll do a max roll, 27 damage, which I can take. Oh, that part. Oh, I'm so stupid. Actually stupid. Of course, Aqua Jet goes first. But yeah, it's still fine. Didn't Dragon Dance again. It did 10 damage. Haste roll, Aqua Jet. Cannot kill him. It's huge. Gust should kill him because Power Stone was minimum 10, Gust does minimum 20. I don't know if that was a 10 damage, but it should. Okay, let's see. Should trust the card at the very least. It cannot kill me. Ghost should kill it. Swan Dragon Dance, Aqua Jet, highest roll 27. Ghost should kill me. Just the goes. Should send out Wishman. Also, Wishman. Wishman probably wants to upper one. Doesn't really matter. Water pulse would be better if you uproars. I switch on my Wishman, sorry, my left disc. of disc takes maximum of 21 damage if it crits. If it does crit, if it doesn't crit, we're fine. If it does crit, it's still fine. No roll crits. Just assume it doesn't. We have backups, even if it does happen. It's expected. So it's 8 damage. That's perfect. Because that means now I have to swing. And outside of crit pitch, now I could do something faster. Usually there. Okay. So the line was already pretty safe, but now we basically guaranteed winning. So I could pause again. And go to the last one. Straight out. So Rico, is it crit? Rico will probably do Mega Drain. It's a max roll of crit max roll of 30. That's way too much. Well, that's not way too much. Only the highest roll of crit. That too, but I'm not going to risk that because I do not need to. So the calc says I need to go to the debugger. Can Aaron take this as well? We're taking Mega Drain. Aaron is not going to do it. Who else can Turtwig take it? Obviously he can take a Mega Drain. It's not faster. Stick to the plan. Sentinel should take anything. That's what I expected. Too much damage. One bug bite should kill. Probably. Oh, we're speed tied, so probably will click bite. But it might quick attack because we're speed tied. I'm not sure how it works. Since what's that? Second. Grab a new coffee. Okay, where were we? Let's see. Let me switch to message. Did I save? Save. Okay, so here's my notes. So now I have a pretty good grasp of what will happen in the fight. Still that switch from that switch into Mankey screwed me over the last yesterday. Apparently there's like a 33% chance if Pokemon gets hit by a super effective move, it will switch out into another mon that might resist that move. If I'm not mistaken. That's what the Discord told me. I haven't seen that in any docs yet. But and I remember that they did send me a YouTube video with the Gen 4 AI explanation. It might be something that I might want to look into at some point. Let's see if my headset is working already. It was low on battery when I started. There we go. Okay. Is it just repeating this stuff? I think it is, right? Can I just do... Sure. Okay, next trainer is Youngster Michael. Very cool, Youngster Michael. Leads with a Chikorita. Do I reset? I don't think any of my mons level up. Just going to double check. 13, 13, 12, 13. At some point I do want them to level up, to be honest. Need the levels. Anyway, again, love disc coming in clutch. Wasn't expecting that. But now we have a different beast. Not sure how tough this guy is. We have a Chikorita with Overgrow and Light Clay. Overgrow. It's just a grass type move, right? Yeah. light screen and reflect. It has both. Which was which? Reflect was defense, right? Use incoming physical move damage targeting the user, so 50%. Okay. Yeah, so it's going to want to set this up forever, basically. Same with this. Okay, so we just have to make sure that it doesn't do that. And it has Razor Leaf and Tackle. Should be fine. Outspeed and Kill. So this is an auto. Just clear everything out. Get out. So Delibird kills this in one go. It's faster. One kills. Then I'm going to calc super effectives. So fire is going to be, that should be super effective. It's not super effective. It's not super effective. Nice and flying. Just double checking. Fender. Nice. Steel. Light. Ice. Rock. In this case, only Torchic sees super effective, so it will send out Torchic. Torchic does not have the light screen. We'll want to Ember, it's not faster. I cannot one-hit kill it, but it can one-hit kill me if it crits. It's 100% crit. 100% kill. Let's say how much? $76. Okay, so even after Delibird kills Chikorita, he's not level up. I thought maybe that if he would be level up, maybe he could take and then only the highest roll crit would kill him. It would be nuts, but I think there are easier lines that we can make here. Because I don't think Torchic is particularly powerful. What does Pluck do? It's just a flying move that plucks berries? Like Bug Bite. Good type coverage, I think, but doesn't do that well against. Yeah, so I mean, I could send in Love Disc. Switching Love Disc, it will probably do. Well, it will do Ember for sure, 100%. do Ember into my disk, which will take maximum high roll crit 9 damage, 27. Then I will outspeed. If water pulse, most rolls will kill, but not all. And I'm afraid that if it doesn't kill, well, his blaze will do more damage, and it might switch out. Is that a big issue? Because even if I get it down to 3, it's not going to damage me enough. It's not going to happen. If it switches out, then I get a free hit on whatever comes next. Let's say it sends out Squirtle, because that will resist my water pulse. Have to check what that means. Shell armor. It's against crit strength. Definitely not crit. Mystic water will do more water damage. What does Miracle do? Double the damage taken back to the last Pokemon that attacked the user with a special move. For the switch in, that's not really that bad. Anyway, it will be 6 damage probably. This guy is not really interesting. Good. Best if I first flail just to get the save line. I flail for 3 damage. And I water pulse for 26. Should kill him. And he should not switch out. Could just go for it. At least it's almost dead, which is also fine. Okay, so let's say it sends in Squirtle. And I don't chip it. Of course, Flav, you can take that. Switch in on a what actually? Probably it's going to bite me. Take 12 on a bite, so that will be 24. Coming in. Then I would do Mega Train. It can flinch me, that would be an issue. So, to be faster. Problem is, even with the water pills, in the water pills, this is 23. And then Nidoran. Way too many hits. Doesn't do a whole lot of damage. IVs? Do they all have max IVs? Or is it just this guy? Okay. It's not aware. Scam. Thanks, Kappa. This is my first hardcore Nuzlocke. Well, that's not true. I did a hardcore Nuzlocke of Fire Red and of Yellow Legacy. This is the first difficulty ROM hack. And I'm playing it super safe. I'm 0 deaths still. And I'm calking the hell out of every fight. It's not going to be the most fun to watch. So I'll be calking a lot on stream. And I am still figuring out all the AIs and movesets and such, so I think I'm pretty dialed in at the moment. But yeah, so currently I'm in route 203. Just fought Youngster Dallas, currently at Youngster Michael. Already have a pretty safe line against the Chick Reed and the Torch Chick. Although the Torch Chick might switch out after getting water pulsed. Then it will probably switch out into the Squirtle, which will take water pulse from my love disc. Actually on the switch in, I'm just thinking. So it will get minimum of 6 and it will be 23. Reset everything. So then we'll get completed Nuzlocke earlier. This can be good. Yeah, I did, but yeah, it's still hard because all this AI docs is. I mean, I don't know if you've seen the Platinum Kaizo docs or any kind of like difficult ROM hack docs. These are the Gen 4 AI docs. Just for example, for this trainer, you can see it has these AI flags. Some have more of them, some have different ones. Basically, it's all described in this doc. So you have like this whole doc of all kinds of AI rules that an AI can use to determine which move it's going to use. Then you have a whole doc describing when it's going to switch, how it's going to switch into which Pokemon, and so forth. So yeah, it's a lot to get into, but I like the puzzle. So yeah, currently I either kill Torchic or it switches out into Squirtle. It switches out into Squirtle. It takes a Water Pulse. Water Pulse does minimum of 6 damage, so let's assume that that will be the case. And reset this back to 36. Actually, I'm going to lower the volume a bit because I can barely hear myself. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's I mean, I've been following these other streamers for quite a long time on these other difficulty ROM hacks, and it's a daunting task. But really, when this new ROM hack just came out, the whole community went for this, and I really like just being part of that, that community, figuring out the new game, all the strats and that kind of thing, while it is still hot, So I might fail, I might not even reach the first gym, but that's fine. I mean, just being part of it is fun. Just doing the calcs is fun, even though it can take a long time. So what's here? So it takes this on the switch in. does. It's not faster, so it cannot flinch me with bite. It's probably going to bite for max damage. Even if it crits, it does 14. So I can take a few of those actually. I should be able to take 2, 3, well, probably more because he's not going to crit 3 times, so that's of course a thing. So I can water pulse at least another 2 times probably, which would get me 12 HP, so then he would be at like 11. Now it becomes more interesting because now I have more safer switches. For instance, who can deal 11 damage in one go? Realistically, deal 11 damage. Not him. Skitty is always an option because it can fake out and quick attack, which will do 7 and 14, and will not be able to do anything about that. And it, on switching, it can do 18 damage most maximum, which is fine. I could put Skitty there. That would make quick work of him. Even if he would still have 17 left, and I would switch in Skitty. This will probably never happen, but then I'll be able to do probably I'm going to do 18 damage because 7 damage is the lowest roll on both, so 18 is going to be enough to kill it. So that's pretty safe. So then 2 things can happen. Either it switches out Ratata if Torchic is already dead, but if it switched out Torchic before, then Torchic would almost be dead anyway. But then it would possibly switch in Torchic. Skitty in this case is normal. Torchic has a fighting move, so that means it sees a super effective move. Ratata does not. So then it will always switch out Torchic again. In which case Skitty can just quick attack and then it will be over. Quick attack will deal at minimum 12 damage, and Love Disc would have dealt minimum 26 damage. So he would have like 3 left, so that would be a guaranteed kill as well. Then he would send in Ratata against my Skitty. Now here it becomes a bit scary because Hyperfang does a lot of damage. Oh, I need to select the crit actually. So Hyperfang crit is definitely going to kill. That's way too much. And as you can see, there are not a lot of mons that can take that. Apart from my Aaron. This Aaron is a beast. You see how many mons get killed by critical Hyperfang? It's insane. I mean, they're not all highest level. They can be, so probably it can boost 1 or 2 with the rare candy. I have a few, but even still, it would use up my rare candies, which is I'm going to need them in some other places. I'm pretty sure. taking a Hyper Fang. Even if it would not kill, even if it would do... Well, of course this is a crit, so I mean, bear with me. But then, that's crazy damage. So if... So these are guaranteed crits actually. They aren't guaranteed kills on crits. All of them. That's insane. So luckily I do have my Aaron, which completely walls the guy, because switching Aaron does whatever it wants. It will probably start with protect actually, because it's kind of incentivized to do that if it hasn't yet. Might be a roll though. Might be a 50% chance, but I mean, it doesn't really matter, even if it clicks Hyper Fang. So it will do 7 damage tops. I only need 2 hits to kill it. The only thing that can happen is if it would click bite and constantly keep flinching me. I mean, if it, but then it has to flinch me, I don't know, 6 times? Or 5 times actually, because I mean that would be crazy if it would do that. It would flinch me 5 times. This got Flame Orb, so Flame Orb means that it's going to... That's why actually it's doing this amount of damage. And it already starts pre-burned? What? Is that true? Doesn't say here. But I'm just going to assume that that's actually the case. But if it's pre-burned, it's going to lose HP on every turn. So then this might even be enough to just kill it outright. And even if it flinches me, it will die of burn. So I mean, this is a pretty safe line. I can chuck some guys in there. Fluffy is a high level, it can take some punishment. And I can bring... Who are my biggest risks in this fight? Can bring... I'll bring Turtwig. I mean, this line should be good. Let's put it to the test. I'm pretty confident in this line. Let me switch to... Let me assemble the team. So we will need from this list, we will need Skitty. We will not need Ledica for this one. We don't need any of these. Oh, it's actually not. Just like to keep them in order. He has the Quick Claw, which should be fine. I could also give it to Aaron. Probably give more value at this point. No idea where that next trainer is. The Youngster Michael. Should be the next mandatory one. So I shall now encounter it soon enough. The saving takes one more. Is there actually a fishing encounter here? Did I not check that? Oh, it's only Azure. Yeah, it's never mind. No. The right place. Would have been Poliwag, Poliroll, or Fish Relative. I mean, I already have a lot of water types. Those are not going to help me that much. Delibird is my first, and Delibird against Chikorita. At speed and one hit kill, that's going to be very important for this line. Okay, this wants to set up light screen and reflect for the rest of the battle, and will not allow it. So that's speed and one hit kill. Yep. Then, because Torchic sees a super effective move, so Torchic. Then Torchic will see 100%, well, it will not see kill, but it will click Ember, and if it crits, it is a 100% kill. So I will send out my love disc. I'll take that Ember pretty decently. Maximum 9 damage. Max will crit. Not even a crit. So now I am faster. I'm going to Water Pulse. There's a chance that, well, now it will just take the damage and it will return with Pluck, which it can take. Perfect. It's best case scenario. Okay, Deliberate Groom, it's always right. Sends out Rattata. Was this in the... Why was this the case? What did we calc? Oh yeah, okay. I know what I did wrong. It's stupid. I mean, it's not major. Yeah, I made a stupid mistake. I shouldn't have done that. So basically what happened is I was calcing with the fact that Torchic wouldn't die because now I high rolled the Water Pulse, so Torchic is dead. before I was expecting it to switch out. And then if it would switch out, because of the super effective water pulse, and then it would switch out into a mon that resists it, which would be Squirtle. In this case, it died, and then switch AI is different. Then it will just try to check highest damage. That is always probably going to be Hyper Fang. Let's say Hyper Fang versus Bite. I check that on Torchic. Hyper Fang versus Bite. And Hyper Fang is going to do the most damage, yeah, so that makes sense that it chose Rattata. Doesn't change that much for us because we can still switch into Aaron. Even if we this, even if it Hyper Fangs, which it might protect now actually. It doesn't. Okay, that's fine. I think it's a roll, like 50% roll. Gets burned. Yeah. So now, because for Guts it does more damage, but for Aaron it doesn't really matter. This is completely walling him. It might still click protect, but we don't care. We can go for Iron Head. It's fine. It's a stalling return and we'll just get burn damage. And it might even make the next one I wanted KO. It's fine. Flinch even would be. Will burn, yeah. So now it has to switch in Squirtle again. Or not again, it has to switch in Squirtle now. Which will make me I could switch in my Love Disc again. Just to get in some chip that might be needed. Okay, that's 30 damage, that's not that much. 30 health left, I mean, 6 damage. I can actually Water Pulse because I'm faster. And he's going to bite me for a maximum of 14 damage. 14 would be annoying, but also a chance to confuse. Perfect. Hit yourself. Better. Not a problem. We can do this again. Oh, that's a quick confusion. I have 14. I'm still outside of crit range. I was not expecting him to click that. 6. Would have all maximum dealt 12 damage. Yeah, and always be weaker. I think I saw that before. I was just not expecting him to go Mirror Coat all of a sudden. I think it's just you could choose between the two. 50% chance or something. Well, obviously I now switch out, but now it's kind of free. Because he should have, I think, less than less than 14 health. So I can switch to Skitty. Skitty will take Maybe bite with maximum 16 damage. Maximum fake out. And then the quick attack and win. Aqua Ring. Let me check that in the Pokédex real quick. Aqua Ring heals the user by 1/16 of its total HP rounded down at the end of every turn. One-16th, that's... I mean... I don't think that's going to be really useful, to be honest. Aqua Jet makes it always go first, Water Pulse does damage, Charm can make... I mean... Flail might not be the best option here. Because it's a physical attack. Would get rid of Flail. Because even if I would have had 1 HP... Oh, Flail would do decent damage. Sure. Then I would need to be at 1 to do decent damage. I don't know. I think Aqua Ring is not useful enough. I'm not going to do it. Okay, that's one trigger down. Yet again. So I'm gonna heal up, save, and then I'm going to call it for now. I'll be off for a little while. Maybe in a few hours I'll be online again. Probably will be. And then we will start galking for Bug Catcher Sebastian. Which, just looking at the sheet, looks pretty free. Because I think Ladybar should just annihilate the whole team, but let's see. Play safe, probably it's safer. Okay, I'll call it here. Until next time.